Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Alex Erdman of the Ass Podcast, the only podcast that is so calming you can spontaneously combust in an instant. I am here with my co host, Steiner Johns.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Beautiful day to you.
It is a beautiful Thursday for us, but it'll be any other day for you because I don't know how to get these up, apparently. It took me so long to get the other video up on Spotify. I was like, the entire day after we recorded the video on Wednesday, I was just trying my darndest to get it up onto Spotify, and it's finally up. So if you want to listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcast, you can. I do not yet have it on Pandora, but I am working on that right now. Steiner, how has your day been so far?
It's been good, Alex. Thanks for asking. It's pretty interesting to say the least.
To say the least. And right now, there's pretty much no news with the NFL, which is kind of how it is with NFL not being on. Bound to not get any news for a couple of days. No Rodgers stuff. No golf news either. No golf's going on. But we do have the NBA playing right now. The Lakers are
won.
The Nuggets won. Fuck the Nuggets.
The
Lakers are getting their asses fucking whooped. So that's pretty nice because I hate LeBron James.
Yeah, me too.
He's kind of a hard guy to like if you look at it because he really likes to just kiss China's ass for ratings. And he's a bit of an asshole in general. I'm just not a fan of Lamar James. Okay, and today we got a bit of a fun day for you. We're gonna instead because there's no news in the NFL, we are gonna be ranking AFC teams. So today we've both made our rankings for the NFC teams. We're gonna go by through every little subdivision. We're gonna see. We're gonna guess as to what record they're gonna have and how they're gonna do in general.
We kind of have a debate about it.
Yeah, we're gonna debate about it and in general, all that fun stuff. Okay, so first off, we got the AFC South. We got the Titans, Colts, Jaguars, and Texans. Starting off with the Titans. Steiner, who do you have? What do you have them going?
I have the Titans actually taking the division next year and going 11-6.
I have them taking the division as well, but 12-5 because I believe that they are really going to start gelling as a team with Ryan Tannehill had an absolutely outstanding season last season. Then you got Derrick Henry, who rushed for 2,000 yards, which is absolutely insane. And then you also have A.J. Brown, insane receiver. And they're building up their offensive line with that number one draft pick as well. So in general, their offense is just going to be absolutely loaded for next season. Going in, I got a solid offensive line, solid running back, solid quarterback, and receivers.
And then I would also just say that overall, they're just going to be like a stacked team on defense. Like when they're facing any other team in that division, their defense is probably going to rank one of the higher ones.
Yeah, and that whole division as well. Sorry to cut you off. The whole division as well is just awful because you got the Colts, Jaguars, and Texans. None of those are good teams at all. They all just suck.
Okay, next one where I got Colts going next at 10-7.
I have the Colts as well going 9-8. Why do you have the Colts going 10-7, Steiner?
I don't know. I just see that Carson Wentz, as much as I personally hate the guy, I actually think he will work a little magic, but I also think it'll be more of the running game. Will kind of be a staple for that team with Jonathan Taylor. And I just really all I can see. I mean, I could see them being kind of like a pretty darn mediocre team. That's
because
maybe wild card.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's really I could see him coming into his true form next season, but they didn't really show anything last season that was going to be amazing, and certainly this season I don't think they picked up anybody that's going to make them a true contender for any kind of top seed in that division as well. But because they also have the Jaguars and Texans coming up next, they're really I don't see them having a losing record next season at all.
Yeah. They're just in that division where it's the other two teams in that division are just, lack of better words, are going to be
Yeah, speaking
newcomers.
of those next two teams, who do you have going next?
I actually have the Texans going next at 6-10.
The
Or
6 and 10.
7-10. Hold on.
7
7
and
and
oh
10.
my gosh, then.
And I have them
I
going.
have the Jaguars going next.
See, I don't know. I just think there's still enough weapons for the Texans. You still got like Randall Cobb on the Texans.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of playmakers on that team. I mean,
How old is Randall Cobb?
I think he's like 32.
Oh, he's only 30.
Oh, shit.
I thought he was much older than that.
Yeah, and I think honestly, it sounds like Davis Mills is actually going to be the quarterback at a Stanford. The other thing there is, if he's not quarterback, it's Tyrod Taylor, and I just honestly can't see the Jags like coming right into the league and just start winning games. Like I just see, honestly, I can just see Trevor Lawrence struggling for a while.
Yeah, but next, I have the Jags going next, but I don't have him. I don't see him going anywhere close to good. I have them at 5-12 next season because they're obviously getting, as everybody says, once in a generational talent in Trevor Lawrence, who's everybody's had their eyes on this guy since he was in high school because he's absolutely insane. And they obviously took him number 1 draft pick next season. And I don't know. I think they're gonna anytime they face the Texans, who they just lost J.J. Watt, and obviously they lost DeAndre Hopkins the year prior, and then they also Deshaun Watson is coming out as a complete sexual predator and a bit of a dickhead in general. He's gonna everybody hide your wives and kids from Deshaun Watson. And I don't know. I just don't see the Texans doing anything next year. They just don't have any weapons. I mean, they have Davis Mills, but I don't see him coming into the league and doing anything that outstanding, to be honest. And the Jaguars, though they might not have tons of weapons, I don't know. They're still going to have a losing record for sure, but I don't think they're going to be worse than the Texans.
I also have the Jags going 5-12. But I just see them not. I see like just the Texans kind of winning one more game. But I also see. I mean, I see honestly Trevor Lawrence. He'll probably win closer. I think he'll have like a streak of like 3 games in a row. He'll win towards like the end of the season. I just don't see them starting off like a very good team for.
No,
they're going to struggle for a while.
I don't think he's going to completely transform the team. But say in the next like 5-10 years, I think they're going to be a pretty good team. I think they're going to come into their own and really be like a Browns type team where they go from like worst team in the league to becoming like an actual contender for like Super Bowl contenders.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. Next off, we got the AFC East. And who do you have first taking the division?
I have the Bills taking it by 13-4.
Okay, I have the Bills going 16-1 next season.
Why so high?
I think they're going to be really the best team in the AFC next season because they got. I think Josh Allen really could be MVP next season. I'm a huge fan of him. I think he is really like he doesn't act like a 2-year, 3-year player. He's really starting to act like a veteran player, and I think that he has the arm and he has the knowledge now to become insane. And obviously they have Stephon Diggs on there, who is easily a top 5 wide receiver, and Cole Beasley as well. And I think that last season they had an outstanding season as well. But this season I can really see him popping off and going better than any other team in that division, because you also have the Buccaneers and the Chiefs will also be insane next season. But the Buccaneers, I don't know. I don't see him going to the Super Bowl again next season, even with because Tom Brady. As much as I don't really want him to see him win another Super Bowl, to be honest. And I'd love to see the Chiefs next season. I can see him gelling a lot too, but the Bills I can see really just coming out of nowhere and going absolutely insane and winning and like taking the entire AFC.
My only doubt with the Bills really is just that like the ball security with Josh Allen and the ball security on that team. It's if we look at in like the last 3 seasons, Josh Allen has had the most lost. He's had the third most lost fumbles of any
Really?
quarterback. Yes, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
but
kind of
that's a
concerning.
problem that like any rookie can fix pretty easily. And I think with his like throwing ability, I think that'll like counteract it a good bit.
I will. I just think the one little issue I have with like how you're ranking them so high is their defense is kind of an older defense, and they're trying to bring in some rookies. And the problem is like some of the veterans that they have on that team. I mean, they're big names, but they're not. They're not how they used to be.
Yeah, that is true, but I think that offense is going to be stacked enough, and I can see him doing a lot in the postseason to pick up a bunch of defenders and help out that team. But I can see him really going absolutely nuts and taking the AFC. Yeah. Next off, we got the Dolphins. I have the I have the Dolphins and the Patriots both going 10-7.
I actually have the Dolphins going last in that division
Really?
at 8-9.
Wow. Why the stark turnaround with what do you have the Jets at?
I actually have the Jets at 9-8.
What?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Well, explain that decision for me, Steph.
Okay, so the Dolphins just with Tua Tagovailoa, Tagovailoa. I can't say the fucking name right. Tua, we'll just say that. With Tua, I just don't see him maturing as an NFL player.
No.
I don't see him kind of becoming the player that they want him to become.
Yeah.
I just think lefty in the NFL at this point is just not looking too good. I also just don't think he has like the mobility that a lot of people think he has.
Yeah,
And I just don't see that defense even comparing near as good as it was last year.
No, I don't like. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick really did a number for that team last season.
And then they just decided.
Like I really would have liked to see Ryan Fitzpatrick start more games and to learn under Fitzpatrick, who is an obvious veteran in the league right now. But like
one of the
taking him out of the league, taking him like off of that starting position and putting into I think they did that way too early. I think it was just an awful decision to be like perfectly honest. And I had them going 10 and Dolphins going 10-7 though, because I do see Tua going somewhere next season. I do see him like getting a bit better and overall, I don't really know though. I don't really follow them.
I kind of
watch
on my order. I've discussed the Bills already, and then I got the Patriots going 10-7. And as much as I hate to say this, but Cam Newton's surrounded by weapons now. So
yeah,
all he really has to do is kind of get in the vicinity to these weapons, and I feel like they'll break out on their own. And the other thing, I have a feeling like if Cam Newton does decide to start to suck, their defense I feel like will carry them. And then if they do decide to put one of the real goats in, Jonesy,
Mac Jones.
I actually could see him becoming a pretty good player for that team.
Yeah, I'd like to see. To be honest, I'd like to see. Fuck me with the names.
Mac Jones.
No, Cam Newton. I'd like to see Cam Newton start for the next couple of seasons. Like I think for this whole season, I think he should start Mac Jones. Take some time off to like learn under him and start like getting a little more mobile, because some of those, if you watch the film from him in college and him trying to like scramble out of the pocket and being caught like within 5 yards by some defender flying up on him, I think it's hilarious, and I love to see him learn under Cam Newton, who's obviously one of the top running quarterbacks in the league right now.
He is kind of old, but the problem is if you kind of look at who Mac Jones is as a player, like he's a total pocket passer.
That is true, yeah.
You're not really gonna like if you have Cam Newton like teaching him the reins and all that. I just don't think that's like a perfect fit for him. For one, it's because like you're taking a full-on mobile quarterback that's like always been a part of their game, and then mixing it with like a total stationary quarterback that is next to zero mobility whatsoever.
Yeah, but like also with Mac Jones, I think having some ability to run would really help his game. Like right now, his ability to run really is nothing. And if he tried to scramble out of the pocket, he would look like Aaron Rodgers. But I think like just sometime under Cam Newton would be good, so he could learn like something about rolling out of the pocket. But
May-
like that is true about him learning under Cam Newton. It's like it's really not a fit because like him under like Mac Jones under like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or something would have been a lot better. And I'd like to see that a lot more.
I also kind of like Jared Stidham on that team, but that's not a huge deal because
Jared Stidham could go bye-bye if they get the Julio Jones, though. That's one of the things. It would be the second round pick and Jared Stidham going away if they were to get Julio Jones. And if they were to get Julio Jones, I think their record would be different. I think it would be way better.
but better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
definitely. And then Jets, I just have 9 and 8. Like I guess you could see everyone's like, the Jets will probably just be like, Zach Wilson will do okay for him. But I actually can see I could see Zach Wilson do like a lot better, getting all the Jets fans hyped. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I could see them having a winning record above 500.
Yeah, and then
9
you
and 8.
and then you also got Robert Saleh, who's like an absolute maniac as a coach. Like he really does get those players fired up, and that's obviously such a young team because they've been rebuilding it from the ground up. And having a coach like that who's just really energetic and stuff, like coming in with like, and then you got Zach Wilson, and then their new running back that they got as well in the draft, and then pairing that with Robert Saleh, I think that'll be very smart. But on ESPN today, I did see. Let me pull this up. Rich Kamini said that Zach Wilson in a QB drill threw a couple of iffy passes today, but mostly solid. And it's a video of Zach Wilson rolling out, throwing a pass, and pretty far off. And I don't know. I don't see Zach Wilson coming into the league and becoming just like Patrick Mahomes type gunslinging, like throwing 50-yard out of the pocket passes. But I do see him coming into the league and doing okay. I think it'll take a couple of years for them to do as well, which is why I have them at 4-13 right now.
So you have give me your order.
I have Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets.
Oh well, we're really different. I got Bills, Patriots, Jets, and then Dolphins.
Okay, moving on to the AFC North, where you got the Browns, Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals. Let's start off with the Browns. I know Baker Mayfield is your boy, Steiner. Where do you have the Browns at right now?
I got them going 17-0.
What?
Yeah, I really think they can
17-0 with the Browns.
Yeah.
Wow. I have them going 13-4. Explain this for me, Steiner. I'm gonna listen to this.
Okay, so I just see Baker Mayfield. He's kind of got like the total gunslinger type mentality, and then as I've seen him grow in the league, his interceptions have gotten cut down tremendously throughout the games he's played. And I just see him as coming in as a player, like literally, he is throwing rockets like 30 yards down the field. And then if you look at their like offense, surrounded by all weapons, you got Chubb, you got let's think of this down Peoples Jones, you got Odell Beckham Jr., Travis Laundry. I mean, from that, and
really
then if
bad with the black people names, Steiner. Wow.
I was kind of racist, but okay.
Now we're 18 minutes into the video. Nobody's watching by now.
And then I can actually see their defense. Their defense is really kicked up. It's I mean, they really had Myles Garrett. They had a lot of good defenders last year, but their biggest problem was safeties, and they addressed that in the draft this year. Free agency, and so I really don't see anything wrong with that team at this point. Maybe their special teams with Cody Parkey, that could be a problem, but
that is true. And they haven't lost any of their really solid players. And yeah, I think if Baker Mayfield, if he matures and becomes the quarterback, Like you see little glimmers of him in the plays. If you see like if he really comes full through and like shows how good of a player he can be, then definitely I
Yeah.
could see them being 17-0. But I
16 and
just
1
don't
is more realistic.
I don't
Yeah.
see them doing I don't see them going undefeated next year just because of the fact that Baker Mayfield, I just don't see him being an undefeated quarterback. I think there's still a couple of things he needs to work on, and I just don't see him rising to that fullest potential. I think they would need like an actual full-on insane quarterback to go to that level, which is it's really hard, which is why I have them going 13-4 because I could see Baker Mayfield just kind of fucking up a couple of games here and there because I just don't see him as being that quarterback that goes like absolutely nuts. But I really could see them going 17-0 if I'm being honest.
Who do you have going next in that division?
Next, I have the Ravens going 10-7.
Oh wow!
What do you have?
I actually have the Steelers going 9-8.
Really?
If they do get Julio Jones, which
It's a possibility.
Possibility, but I also just see them kind of being that stable team that they were last year. But I don't see them like really because I also have the Steelers and the Bengals both at 9-8.
Okay. Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I
yeah.
got Ravens at 7-10.
Really?
Yes.
I see the Ravens because they got Lamar Jackson, and I don't think he's gonna have like another like insane season like he had. I don't think he's gonna have another MVP season, but I don't see the Steelers doing anything. They haven't really gotten anything that's gonna make him insane. They got like Big Ben, who's fucking going nowhere. They got Juju Smith-Schuster, the TikToker. And I don't see them going undefeated for as long as they went last season. I see them kind of going downhill from there, which is why I have the Steelers going 6-11. And then obviously last I got the Bengals going 3-14 because Joe Burrow, he's not going to go anywhere. And then they haven't really added too much to that team for it to be like completely changed.
I disagree with the whole Joe Burrow thing. I think he'll be a better quarterback. Because we only got to see him for like 6 games last year. And out of those 6 games, they did win like 4. I mean, actually, I think it was 8 games, and they did like get 4-4.
Yeah,
they weren't that horrible. I mean, they were not that great, but I mean,
I mean, I went kind of extreme on some of these. Like, I don't know if the Bengals will go 3-14 because I did make this in like 10 minutes. So next time when we do the NFC, I'll have to go through every game and give a full detailed explanation.
And then the Ravens, I just have them going 7-10 because it's like last year it seemed like a lot of defenses figured out how to stop Lamar Jackson. And then he could not throw the ball. And what I've seen of the videos of him in the last like 2 days, he like some of his spirals are just like they're not spirals, they're just total ducks. Like he was at camp and he missed this like he made this one completion throw and it was like totally wobbly as hell to Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
And then he made this other one where he went to throw it 50 yards and he like threw it 20 yards and then it was like spiraling out of bounds. Fucking
Lamar Jackson is just not that great of a quarterback, and I don't think
he's a running back.
Sammy Watkins was not the kind of player that they should have added to that team. I would have liked Sammy Watkins to go to like the Patriots. Maybe that would have been a bit better than than the Ravens with Lamar Jackson.
Okay, I want to move on to the
West, and then we got the obviously number 1 team there, Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
It's gonna be honest, like you got Patrick Mahomes, who's obviously absolutely insane. He's the next Tom. He's the next GOAT. I think he's gonna have. I don't think he's going to win as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady per se, but I think he's going to have the stats of Peyton Manning, Drew Brees for touchdown completions and passer yards in general. I don't see him having any stop because he's just an insane mobile quarterback and pocket passer. So when he gets older and he isn't able to run as good, he's still going to be able to sling the ball down the field as well as he is able to now.
True. Yeah. What do you have them going?
I have them going 15-2 next season. What about you?
Actually, that's unique. I have them going 12-5.
12-5.
I mean, I can see them. I get your understanding. I just don't think their defense has always been kind of iffy. if we're being real here, that team's always kind of been carried by Patrick Mahomes. And I mean, yeah, they did kind of help on the offensive line this year because that was another problem they had. And if you look at some of their best defenders, let's be real here. There's only one defender that comes to mind, and that's the Honey Badger.
Yeah.
And then second, I actually got Chargers, which I don't think should be too much of a surprise.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last podcast, and I think that Justin Herbert is really going to come through for that team and go pretty. I think he's going to have a really good season next season because like he also like Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen. He had like a couple of throws last season where I was like, dude, you're looking like Sam Darnold. But then he also had a couple of throws where he looked absolutely insane. And that first game that he went into, if you watch the film, it's just you can really see the potential that he has to become an insane quarterback.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And next I got the Raiders going 5-12.
What do you have? What did you have the Chargers going at for record-wise? I didn't get that.
Oh, 9-8.
Really?
What about you?
I got them going 11-6 and taking a wild card spot.
Really?
Yeah.
I definitely see them making the playoffs next season.
I said 11-6, right? I think I did.
Yeah.
I thought I said for a second. I looked at the something, and for a second I thought I said 11-8, but don't mind that. What do you have?
I got the Raiders going next at 5-12.
I got them 4-13.
Okay, so pretty similar because we got
Derek Carr's shit.
Derek Carr's a piece of fucking work. I think John Gruden's a dumbass.
That team's fucked.
That whole team is just fucked. I think they're going down into the shitter. They're taking the Jags route of just going. I think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to go full on like no wins, but I think in the next couple of seasons you could see a 0-win Raiders team.
I agree with that statement.
If they don't turn anything around, which it doesn't really look like they're doing. And what do you have the Broncos going?
So without Rodgers, I got them because everyone's saying that he could go to Denver, but without Rodgers, I got them going 3-14.
I got them going 1-16.
I can agree. I can see both sides on all that.
They're just. And I'm a little biased because I'm a Packer fan. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, but like
way better than Drew Lock. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but they really should have gotten a better quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater. I really like to see them going up in the draft and trying to get like one of those Kyle Trask or someone in that someone in those really good quarterback class. But it's just like they got Teddy Bridgewater, but I mean, you look at him in the Panthers, and he was just nothing special. And then he has 0 weapons around him except for like Jerry Jeudy. But aside from that, like their defense sucks. There's just no weapons. And also, I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Packer fan in Colorado, and I'm just surrounded by these Bronco fans who think they're a good team. They think they're a good fucking team, but they suck. The Broncos are just awful.
Hold on, we gotta bring this up. There's a kid that me and Alex both know.
Yeah,
on the football team that literally told right to our faces that the Broncos are one of the best teams last year.
Last season we were at the football field, and this kid just comes up to us. He's also a quarterback. Steiner's a quarterback as well, and he just comes up to us and he's like he starts throwing with some other kid next to us. And he was probably like half joking, but he seemed like he was fully serious because he's a lunatic Broncos fan. He was like, dude, the Broncos are a better team than the Packers. And we were like, okay, in what sense? He was like, the Packers are just not good. And like before that kid, I still hated the Broncos because they're just an awful team and Broncos fans are delusional as fuck. But like even just after him, I just can't express my hatred for the Broncos enough. I just think they're an awful team. I think the fans suck even more, and that kid has just ruined it for me.
Oh God! And then if you just look like some of the fans, like I remember I went to one preseason game, and it was they had like hail on the ground. I remember it was like fall area, and I remember we were getting like hail balls thrown at us by Broncos fans. Yeah, walking out, and it was preseason.
Jesus Christ!
Crazy ass Mexican Broncos fans. No offense to here, but they were like going. They're like, "You fucking Packers suck. The only reason you guys are ever good is because you got Rodgers."
Yeah,
It
which
was
is
nuts.
complete bullshit because for the last 2 seasons prior to this, Aaron Rodgers was nothing special. He was like 28th in like actual pass completions because he didn't really throw the ball right. And of course last season it was because of Jordan Love that he had that nuts season. But like even without Aaron Rodgers, the Packers would still be a playoff team. But I think with Aaron Rodgers last season really did carry him to the NFC Championship. I'll give him that.
Now, because we did finish on all of our little things, I have one more question to ask. If you had one quarterback to see play for the Packers of any team that like is realistic, like the Packers could
Realistic?
offer, like not like excluding Baker Mayfield,
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes, like
yeah.
the big ones, Tom Brady, like the big names. But
Yeah.
if you could see one quarterback that's like solid, mediocre, like average, and if you could see him come to the Packers, who would it be?
You know, I have to think about this for a second. I don't really know that many backup quarterbacks. They're just like not that great at quarterbacks. I mean, if next season, if Mac Jones doesn't do anything special, I would like to see Mac Jones come to the Packers. Because like he's a really like Packers are a pocket team, and he does specialize in pocket throwing, and I think he would fit the mold perfect for the Packers. And I really would have liked to see them take him in the draft. But if they could somehow manage to get Mac Jones for quarterback, he would fit the mold perfectly, and I think he would be perfect Aaron Rodgers replacement. What about you?
Honestly, that's kind of a weird one here,
Ow,
but
stop. Shit, this fucking cat.
I would
Fucking
honestly,
goddamn.
I would honestly probably go with. Honestly, we could trade for anybody right now. I'd get rid of Jordan Love and get rid
Okay.
of Blake Bortles and offer a second round pick and try to get Kirky Cousins.
I you know what? As much as I hate the Vikings, I would have to agree. I think he's had a few great seasons, and I think he's also another pocket passer that would just be perfect for the
I
Packers.
just love, and he's like such a genuine, nice dad. He's like such a dad. He's just such a funny guy.
He's just on the wrong team right now. He just
I know.
needs to get moved to the Packers somehow.
Oh God, he's fucking on the worst, one of the worst. I also like if we could get Sam Darnold, that would be a dream. But he's gonna do well on Carolina next year. I have a feeling.
You know, I do like having Blake Bortles on the Packers because from like this, he did take the Jaguars to an AFC championship when he was quarterback there. But I think he hasn't had a chance in the last couple of seasons to really like go to a good team. Yeah, he went to Denver. Denver sucks. The Broncos are not a good team. And if the fact that we got him, I think he's one of those quarterbacks that I really think that he could, like, if Aaron Rodgers went away, I'd like to see Blake Bortles start and see if he could rejuvenate his career in a new light.
I saw in OTAs today. It was yesterday. They had OTAs, and they did this competition where it's each quarterback gets a section of offense, and then they go against a section of defense. And they actually Jordan Love at section 1 offense today.
Really?
And out of the 20 passes he attempted, he made 11 out of 20 with 1 pick and 1 touchdown. So not horrible.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of potential there, but there's also a little lack of potential. And Blake Bortles led the backup wide receivers against the starting defense.
Ooh.
And he actually led them 14 out of 20. 2 touchdowns.
Really?
I know, yeah, and that really was like, wow. I mean, that's
pretty impressive. I think that the Blake Bortles is definitely I think he's a very solid quarterback. He hasn't really gotten too much of a chance in the last couple seasons. He also just seems like such a chill dude. Like Aaron Rodgers sometimes can seem like a bit of an asshole. Like he's a leader, but like he's not going to any of the practice camps right now. He's being an awful leader for the Packers, and I think if Blake Bortles right now, if he could really just start stepping up in the Packers organization and start really taking charge of everything there, then I don't know. I'd really like to see that. And then the whole Packers front office could just say like, fuck Aaron Rodgers. We're going to go trade him to the Broncos, get us 4 first-round picks and Jerry Jeudy. That'd be amazing. I'd love to see that so much.
God, that'd be amazing. And then the other thing I saw was It was Kurt Bankert. He went 13 for 20 with 1 touchdown.
Wow. What was he leading like the third offense then
Yeah,
against
the third. And we had like Swerve and Irvin as
Swerve
wide
and
receiver. Like 2 no-namers.
I thought we got rid of Irvin.
Or it wasn't Irvin. It was the other guy that was returning punts for us last year. What's his name?
Oh my god.
It's not Malik Taylor. It's He was the punt returner guy.
I don't know who you're fucking talking about.
A pretty shitty guy. Let's just put it. But I don't know that. But they went against the backup defense with good old Kevin King, and Kevin King actually allowed a touchdown.
Kevin King really should just. I'd love to see Kevin King.
Did
I'd
you
love to go into like ESPN and see that Kevin King has fallen off a bridge and died. Like that would make my day.
Did you see that Kevin King? I was looking at like the top salary cap busters for the Packers. He was like number 7 or 6 on our list.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god! With already a bad salary, I think if we were to trade away Aaron Rodgers, I'd like to see Kevin King get thrown in the mix.
Oh, I would give him away free. Just sell him.
Just take him. Yeah, it's like if you're taking if we were giving him to the Broncos, it's like if you're taking Aaron Rodgers, can you just take Kevin King while you're at it?
Yeah, it's like here's our shit while you're at it.
Fuck me, I got a fucking cramp in my leg.
Oh, gotta love when that happens.
I'm drinking so much Fiji water from the. I just keep refilling this Fiji bottle with tap water because it seems pretty fancy.
Exposing yourself.
It's just a subtle like flex, if you could say that. I also got the what I got a lot of flexes right now. If I'm being honest,
fake Rolex.
I got this. I got the Ray-Bans, and then I got the fake Rolex right here. I'm really going hard right now.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I mean,
you better feel really jealous. You're looking pretty poor right now, Steiner. If I'm being honest,
I got a Rich Cannon blow right here.
Okay,
and I got a signed Matt LaFleur ball.
Wow, you won that on the Packers Perks thing, right?
Actually, I did. Sure, yeah, I did win that on the Packers Perks.
That is so fucking cool. I got onto like a roll with the Packers Perks thing one time, and I was doing it like every day for like a week, and I was just going up in points. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna save up to get like one of the guaranteed like custom jerseys or something. But then I was like, fuck it, and I just entered in one of the raffles to win like a signed jersey, and of course I lost. And then I was like, after losing, I was like, I just completely fucking gave up. Did you win? Was that like your first attempt?
I only had enough points for one attempt, and I entered it. I won.
That is fucking nuts, and the fact that you actually got it too is even crazier. Yeah. That's wild.
And the thing is like. The ball itself is just kind of nuts. The ball itself without sign, the Duke ball itself is $99.
Oh my gosh! So you just got it. How much do those sell on eBay?
Oh, for a signed Matt LaFleur ball, they're like $320, like $400 usually.
Really?
I'm like 90. Yeah, because this Rich Gannon ball is like $290, and I didn't even know who this player was until I looked him up. To be real honest with you. And he even added like private stuff that like not everyone gets. Like you're not gonna find another one that says "Go Pack, Go" on it.
Oh yeah, and the fact that it's like completely. Oh my god, they're selling a Matthew Stafford signed ball for like $209.
What? Because honestly, it's like average as hell.
This is a good segment. See the most expensive signed ball you can find. I found a Matt Ryan signed Duke Pro football for $374.
Wait, did you find one of Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, I don't know if there are any of them are like. There's one. Let me see up here. There's like you never know if any of these are real. There's one that's 109, but it's not an actual football. And then there's like some posters that are going for like 120, 45.
Yeah, that's probably not the real Duke though.
Yeah. None of them are like the actual full-on football. But that one, I don't see any of them on eBay that are actually that much.
That's why I saw the Duke and I was like, because I was trying to look them up and I only saw like two like actual Matt LaFleur ones,
Really?
and
On
none of them
eBay?
on actually it was like a ball site, like a place where they actually have like the signed shit.
A ball site.
Yeah, that's where I know my big one should go on there, but I know my Dos Secchi's.
Oh, there's just no fucking news right now. And I went I guess today I went to the driving range and my golf swing is just so fucked up right now. Like I went there expecting to like work some stuff out, but I left probably worse than I started. I had like a day in like with golf, it's really obnoxious because like I've been playing golf a lot recently, and I had a day where I was just like hitting the ball perfect, like absolute perfect ball striking. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on the come up finally. I'm like getting back into the swing of things. But then today I went out there and I was just fucking shanking all of my balls, could not find the face. I was getting so pissed off. And now I'm like, why the fuck do I even play golf? But then it's like, oh, I'm just going to be back out there tomorrow again, playing 9 holes. Definitely.
I actually feel you on that. I had a equally almost as bad of a day.
Really?
Yeah, it was because I didn't tell you this story, Alex. I was so we're still learning under center
Yeah.
because we did all shotgun last year,
Yeah.
and that's a lot harder than I thought it is. And on screens now, it's like a lot harder because you gotta like scoot back and still throw it. You gotta get enough separation,
Yeah.
and so now it's like I get the ball, and sometimes I'll get in like the weirdest fucking hand areas, and so it just comes out like, ugh, not good looking. And then if it does come out going way too fast, that's like for like a couple freshman kid. I was having a couple freshman kids catch today. And it was there's just one kid, and I'm not gonna say the name, but he was hopping while he was catching the goddamn screen. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Hopping?
Yeah, he was like hopping man. He was like, we're the Mexican kid. I'm like, you're not jumping over the border.
Wait, when he like, so he like jumped up and then caught the ball when he like caught the ball midair?
Yeah, he would just jump up to try to catch the ball. And
Was it even high?
No, it was like right at his like chest area.
What the fuck?
And so I would throw him slants, and he would just like randomly jump in the middle of the slant. It was so fucking weird. And then I'm getting bitched at by one of my coaches that I'm not teaching someone right and all this other shit, and it all goes to shit. So
Yeah, you have to fucking teach some random freshman. Like you're like now Aaron Rodgers getting pissed at Jordan Love makes sense because it's like
yeah,
just you have to.
understand what he has to
It's
go
like
through.
you're just trying to do your job, and you're just trying to like go out there and play quarterback. But then all of a sudden the coach is like, "Oh, it's time you got to teach this fucking random freshman," and you're like, "What the fuck?"
He doesn't know the routes, and then it's the funniest is like he had this one deep ball today, and so if you know on like a throw, you have to have like your thing on the license. But when he threw the ball, he had his hand down here, and so it was like this. When it literally landed in the wide receiver's hands, it was pointed upwards. So it was like weird as fuck looking. It was like a 25-yard throw. And then Bittner was like, "Oh, what a good throw!" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That was one of the worst throws I've ever seen by a fucking kid."
It's like having a younger sibling. It's like anytime they do something like you could do easily, your parents are like, "Oh my god, you did that so good," and you're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And now I have to literally do things with like a level of absolute perfection, or else I just get like my ass handed to me.
Yeah, well, and with me, it's like I should have had like I at least should have been like at least given like 7-on-7 varsity reps today, and it's just like I get shit on by like every fucking one. It seems like.
Steiner, you're the underdog. Someday you're gonna like come up and you're gonna be the next Justin Fields, where you're like, except you're not black, you're white.
Whoa! I'm just kidding. That's not racist.
What? I'm just stating the facts. It's like you'll be like coming up, and then you'll be like, no one really gives two shits about you, and then you'll play actually more like Aaron Rodgers because you are white, and then you play at some garbage community college,
Because
and
that's where
then
my grades are taking me.
yeah, and then and then you'll go to I don't know then you'll go to like Wisconsin and play quarterback, and then you'll go to like what team do you see yourself being on in the NFL?
Oh, if I had to go on any team, my dream team would be like the Panthers. 'Cause it'd be nice to live in Carolina.
Dude, their uniforms are so dumb.
Yeah, or like Jacksonville, or just somewhere nice and warm.
I'd like to. I think the Titans are pretty cool. I think
Yeah,
Titans.
Tennessee, like downtown Nashville, you can buy a damn nice house.
Really.
Yeah, and
Or
it's
I
like
or I'd like to do maybe I'd like to do Cowboys maybe. They're like a really such a big fan base. If you were any good of a quarterback, like
no way.
Dak Prescott is such an average quarterback. But you
But
ask any Cowboys fan, they'll literally jump off a fucking bridge for that guy.
he's a goddamn god in their opinion.
He literally is a god, and he's like one of the highest paid athletes in all of sports today, and he is just the most average quarterback you can get.
Oh my god, he's horrible too. He's like not even. He's like
He's
the
not even
epitome of
average. He's just
yeah.
shit. Well, I mean,
Ugh.
they don't have anything. They don't have any weapons going for them on that team because you got the fucking Ewok running around with like smoking crack and sticking a bone in his nose like he's from the fucking Sudan, and then he's just like running around. He's like, ooh. And then Dak Prescott tries to throw a fucking football and throws it way over his head because he's a piece of shit. God, I fucking hate the Cowboys as well. Jesus Christ.
I gotta add on a little story that I just remembered, which I probably shouldn't be saying on air because it says what a personal story. Man.
As long as you don't say any names, Steiner, you'll be fine.
That is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say that you know who. And
The
so,
big man?
nah,
Nah, not the big man.
we'll just say starts with I can't give
D's
that.
nuts.
I can't give that away.
Starts with the D's nuts.
We'll just say the Snapchat's getting kind of crazy with you know who.
Really?
But it's not. It hasn't actually been. But you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Okay, so I was at football practice. And I'm like bitching at all these freshmen. I'm like, get fucking lined up. Let's go. Let's fucking. And they're they're just walking over in the crowd.
No!
Oh, fuck. So now I'm like bitching at these freshmen. And then Bittner starts, fuck. Oh, shit.
You already said his name earlier. Well, Steiner, we're 46 minutes in. If you are watching till this point right now, I would just like to personally thank you, whoever you are. Just like DM me or something. I will personally thank you for watching until 47 minutes. That is nuts. Let's go on, Steiner.
Yeah, there she was. And I stayed after just to try to throw Casey a little bit.
Yeah.
And fuck, I just name dropped again. And so
Still 47 minutes in. If you're watching till 47 minutes, then
so then we're doing like 40-yard dashes at the end. And
Yeah.
I'm like, so we did I ended up getting like a 4.89 today, which is pretty good. It's like one of my
Damn.
best.
That's pretty fast for a white boy.
In case he got 6'1", which is he's got a lot of work.
That's tight end material right there.
He's as running back today.
What?
Yeah.
What? I was gonna be fucking. They placed me at fucking offensive line. I could have made a better running back than Casey. Fuck,
Yeah.
I said his name.
And then so then I'm like that, and then I see my mom's like calling me. She's like, "Okay, I'll be there in 4 minutes." Start walking up there, and I'm walking up there. The person is talking to her friend, literally just, and her friend's on the phone, and she's just sitting there like wandering around. I'm like, "Oh shit!" So then I'm like stalling my ass. I'm like, I find a lacrosse ball. I'm like throwing the lacrosse ball. I just try to see how far I can throw it, just because I'm like too afraid to go up there. And I finally get up there and I make eye contact.
No.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, can't do this. And I just started like running up the stairs. I get full speed. And Casey's like, you could have done something. And I'm like, fuck no. And I just started like booking this shit. It was hilarious.
Oh, we are so fucked. Most people would be like, "Oh yeah, dude, I saw my crush today, and I slapped her on the ass and made out with her, dude. I think I'm gonna ask her out today." And then me and you, it's like we see our crush, and it's literally we're out like the fucking Roadrunner.
The thing was, I had like the clear opportunity of just saying, "Hey, how's it going? How's the summer going?"
Yeah.
Again, that would have been such an easy thing, and then she would have been like, "Ah, it's good. What about you?" And I'd be like, "Good. I gotta catch a ride, but talk soon." Like that would have been like so easy to just do. And instead, I decided to like freeze the fuck up and just run.
Oh my god. Yeah, I always got that thing when I was like, when I had my crush, I would always like anytime I would see her at school, because this was after I don't know, I went full on nuts on one day and sent her a bunch of texts. I was like, I'm sorry I haven't been talking to you. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. But then I was like, afterwards, for some reason, I thought I was just absolutely fucked. So anytime I would see her, like standing outside one of the classes, even though I'd like literally my bladder would be fucking bone dry, I'd be like, oh, going to the fucking bathroom now. And I'd be like, I'm just fucking out of there as fast as possible.
The worst is when like, okay, the person's like right there, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, I gotta just run to the bathroom because there's nothing else to do. And so then you're like, okay, I'm not gonna just sit in the bathroom because it's really awkward when I just stand in the bathroom. So you're like going to a urinal, and it's like you're like trying to pee, but then there's like nothing coming out. And it's just standing there. There's just like nothing coming out.
And then you go to like wash your hands for like a minute straight.
Yeah, you just flush the thing, acting like you just took a piss. It's like, didn't do any of that. I just walked away because I just too scared to face my fears.
Oh my god, I'm so fucked. I haven't gotten a fucking text back in literally a day from my crush. I'm so fucked. We're just gonna have to wait till the next school year, though. There's nothing we can fucking do, and we're gonna be meeting. We are gonna be meeting up though soon. So maybe a couple. We're gonna get a couple of live podcasts where we're both in the same room, but also we're gonna get a couple of real solid podcast stories off of that. We got a couple of big things planned, and
if we don't get arrested, we're gonna be in good shape.
If everything goes to plan, we are gonna have like 3 podcasts like full of fucking songs. We're actually probably just gonna do one podcast where it's just me and you, and we're probably here just hanging out and talking.
Yeah,
because this mic is really. I fucking muted myself. It has like a setting where you could do like 2 persons, so you can stand like side on side. It's pretty epic.
That sounds sick. And then we can talk about the Chicky Poo experiences at the Glenwood. That's great. Mm-hmm. And then if by the point we do a little shit show with the woman,
the women,
we can discuss how all of our chances ended up.
It's just gonna go so fucking.
Oh God, it's okay. We'll just give a little hint on what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're each gonna take like 20 minutes to take the other person's phone.
Yep.
And it's just we're gonna do whatever. Call their lady friends. And
I have a really good idea. I think I'm gonna find this timestamp 52:20. Let's see here, 52:26. We're at right now. I'm gonna text that to myself. Here we're gonna be at. Here, I gotta text myself right now.
Do 50. Just do 52:45.
52:45. Okay. Now. Okay, if you are Steiner's class and if you are Joseph, if you are,
shit,
I didn't say the full name. If you are said person, then how's it going? Steiner really likes you, but he's really scared to say hi. So I sent you here to this podcast. Hopefully you found it. If you didn't, then nothing I could do from there. But also maybe this will get sent to anybody else. Maybe this will get sent to my crush. Maybe it gets sent to anybody else's crush. Oh man, if you're getting this video right now, I'm so sorry. I think I've just lost all chances. I think we just lost all chances at that point. But hey, message in the future. How's it going? You're fucked. Hopefully they're done watching by then. I just kind of seal this in for fuckness right there.
I know this is really the shit show. But,
it's all gonna go down. We're gonna have a couple of really good stories. Also, if you're one of Ethan's friends watching this, because my older brother Ethan, he fucking sent all of his friends. He was like, no, he actually said that his friends, that Logan, that one person,
Logan Green.
No, don't say the full name, Steiner.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay, well, he said that all of his friends just managed to find the podcast like instantly, like somehow they all found it. Hopefully, they didn't see that part. If you did see that part, how's it going? He said that somehow they all found it, and now I'm like, Now I'm scared that other people are gonna find it, and we are just gonna be absolutely fucked in the ass.
I just trash talk Gabe's dad.
Stop saying names.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! This ain't good, Alex.
Oh well, that's I just farted. Fuck, coming off the fucking rails now. Well,
This is what this show's about.
This is a chaotic end to a podcast. We're at 54 minutes now. Thank you for watching. This has been kind of fucky. Maybe I'll be able to get this podcast up by Friday, June 4th. Well, it's all coming off the rails. We're going to have a really good podcast queued up. We got nothing to talk about today, so we kind of went off the rails. But if you like that style of podcast where it's just two people rambling, then good for fucking you. Yep, we are. Yep. Well, I'll see you later, guys. That's going to probably be a pretty long end. See you later.
Nice night. Bye-bye.